6 of us and our driver in a tiny little cab now, jammed in here, and the bags are sitting on the roof with a rope, so we're just really hoping it holds. So here we are departing for Ouazzezate, which is the gateway to the Sahara. So we're just leaving Marrakech in 4x4. Mohammed is our driver.
Good.
Mohammed. Our luggage is secure. Currently driving from Marrakech to Ouazzezate. It's absolutely stunning. There's a little village in behind us. You can see, if you look closely, the colors of the homes are just blended into whatever color the sand is behind. But the drive is just something else. These switchbacks and winding roads, narrow passes. So just taking a break for some fresh air. This is a cool video or picture. So we're just getting ready to depart towards the Sahara today, so about 5 hours of driving in our 4x4 vehicles again, and then 9-kilometer trek into camp. So we're just currently getting all the vehicles loaded up, getting ready to go. Hopefully the ride isn't quite as bumpy today as it was yesterday, because it was something else. Took us 5.5 driving hours to go 200 kilometers through some pretty interesting roads. So. After, I don't know, like 7 hours driving, windy roads, Turkey trails, we finally arrived at the starting point of the trek, which is just basically in the middle of the desert. So we are going to trek 9 kilometers into camp tonight, and I think today will be a pretty flat track, not a lot of challenge. It's starting to cool down a little bit later in the day already here, and a nice little breeze, so the temperature is good so far. Okay, we're trekking day 1. Jess and Jane. Lots of sand, lots of desert. Rocks, lots of rocks. Like rock climbing rocks.
Start joining you in the erection.
I'll hold back my head for you. Our camels are just arriving into camp here on the morning of day 2, so we didn't have them with us yesterday, but they've joined us for today. Everyone's just getting packed up, organized for the day. The bathroom situation is much better than anticipated. It is not a hole in the ground, but a camping potty, so everyone was pretty thrilled about that. It is definitely beautiful here in Morocco in the Sahara Desert. So here we are on day 2, just starting our day. I don't know, we're like 3 kilometers in. We walked through some dunes to start with, and now it's pretty flat. It looks really, really beautiful here. reports it's still a little bit chilly, a little bit of a breeze, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty hot once the sun hits full force. Just climbing up some sand dunes here on day 2.
No, not really. Wait, camera's looking funny. Well, mine is, I don't know what
It's beautiful. It's our first big climb up the soft sand in the dunes. It's so beautiful here. The skies are so blue. The sun's starting to shine. It's really beautiful.
Look at these two trekkers. Beasts. God and goddess among men. Here's a real trooper, barefoot in the Sahara.
So we're just finishing up day 2 here in the Sahara. 28 kilometers today. The first half of the day we crossed over some big majestic sand dunes, and then the second half of the day was spent traveling across an ancient riverbed, which was pretty much similar to walking on concrete for about 15 kilometers. The sun is hot and our feet are tired, but we have arrived to camp here on our second day. Here's our camels and our camp set up right at the base of the mountains. It's really beautiful. I'll get a peek of the inside of the tent here in just a minute. Little sneak peek of our tents. It's really cute, white Berber rugs, and then just mats lying in here that look semi-comfy, but basically feel like sleeping on a giant rock. Here we are, morning of day 3. They're just taking down camp behind us. And it's really cold this morning. I don't even know, I feel like it probably got down to about 0 last night. Tough to sleep, it's kind of chilly. When we got back to camp yesterday, I had 3 huge blisters on my left foot, so just got those dealt with Dr. Lizzie this morning, and hopefully they will hold up. We have about 30 kilometers today and going to be climbing our largest dune, as well as a mountain pass, so should be an interesting day. Herd of nomad camels. The nomads live off of the land and migrate during the seasons. And there's little mountains this way. Plant ground. It's pretty interesting diversity in the landscape here today. We just climbed up a really large sand dune, and it is pretty scorching hot today and not much of a breeze, but our reward at the top was this incredible view both directions. So definitely worth the work. On day 3 we just finished lunch and packed up and left, and we're just about to climb that giant sand dune in the horizon. Stay posted to how this goes. I can't actually wait. We've been doing a lot of flat walking today, and it's going to be fun to climb up something very big and challenging. We climbed up this portion. Hi, Jenn. Hi! Checking, we're going to make it all the way to the top. We just climbed this sand dune. I think it's like 300 meters tall. It's pretty big. A little out of breath. If you look really closely down at the bottom, you can see our 2 camels and the guide, the dog that's decided to join us on our trek today. It is absolutely remarkable up here. No words to describe it. It's so vast. We've just climbed up the tallest sand dune in all of Morocco. It's pretty challenging, but the views are absolutely remarkable. Just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for all the support throughout this journey and helping me raise almost $10,000 for the YWCA West Van Women's Shelter and for violence prevention programs. And as a group, we're well over 1 million now. So thank you so much for all the love and support. Definitely couldn't have done this without you. So here we are, morning of day 4. It was really cold last night, but it's beautiful already this morning. As soon as the sun comes up, temperature warms up for sure. We're just packing up camp here. Behind us, everyone's getting ready. Sounds like today might be a little bit lighter day than yesterday. And I'm gonna be passing through some Berber and nomad villages and camps, so that'll be super interesting, and just a little bit of work on the sand dunes. And so far, yeah, not too much wind. Weather is beautiful, so I'll share some more throughout the day today. So we just finished up lunch here on day 4. We had this super beautiful spot, a big tree. They created a little bit of a canopy. It was incredibly hot and dry and pretty flat this morning. Everyone was pretty exhausted when we arrived to lunch, and my feet are starting to get pretty beat up. I think I've got about 8 blisters now. So just trying to keep them wrapped and protected so there's no infection, but otherwise feeling pretty great. So I think we just have about 2 hours into camp this afternoon. Not quite as far. We did the bulk of the walking this morning. I think it was 16 kilometers, and then we'll get a little bit of a rest this afternoon, day 4, and then we're almost on to day 5, which is our very last day. So just a little view of camp. Here is a big beautiful tree. They set up some Moroccan rugs under for us, canopy. There's a beautiful lunch, lentils, fresh vegetables, couscous, and they cooked some gluten-free quinoa pasta for us. Dressings and spices. The food has just been remarkable and so beautifully presented even out here in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Landscape today. It's really like flat and hard and dry. A little bit torturous. Way more fun climbing up gigantic sand dunes and then running down. We are just partway through our afternoon here on day 4, and it is super hot and very, very vast and wide open. We found a little bit of a tree to have a bit of a break, but it's yeah, tough conditions here today. Everyone's tired, feet are sore, people are getting a little bit low on water, dehydrated, so lots of breaks and moving slowly, but yeah, it's still going well. We've just arrived into camp here on our 4th day, so everyone's just getting settled and set up. We're basically just in the middle of desert. There's a little bit of trees and stuff behind us, but we're on flat. It's super vast here. Whenever we arrive into camp, they always have tea set up for us, which is really sweet and lovely. And I think I might treat myself to a basin shower today. So they basically just have big buckets of water you scoop out, and you stand on a pallet in a little tent and can clean your body as best you can. Today was really long and really hot. It's super hard, but really rewarding. Right before we got to camp, we passed nomad Berber family who basically just live off the land and move as the seasons come by, which was super interesting to see. So good morning, here we are, morning of day 5, just finished a sunrise yoga practice. Sleep is kind of tough here in the desert. It wasn't as cold last night, but yeah, as you can see by the bags under my eyes, there hasn't been a lot of sleep happening. We have about 20 kilometers today, a long morning and a shorter afternoon until we arrive into our final camp. I think it's mostly flat, long walking again today. My feet are feeling better this morning, so that's great, and just really looking forward to finishing up this trek as a group, what we came here to accomplish, and yeah, just that feeling of crossing that finishing point is just remarkable. Just partway through day 5 here, just taking a little break on top of a little sand dune.
Hi, Jen.
It's beautiful.
So peaceful.
Namaste. We're just leaving lunch here on day 5, embarking on our final 8 kilometers, so it should be just a couple of hours from camp. Final stretch. It is really scorching hot here today. We took a really long lunch, I think almost 2 hours, just because the heat is really intense and starting to wear on a lot of people. So just safety wise, we hung out in our covered tents there behind me for a couple of hours. Got a nice big rest. Here's Hassan, our amazing guide. He's kept us safe here. I have no idea how they track their way through here. Must be using GPS because everything kind of looks the same. So I will check in again as we finish up this 100 kilometers through the Sahara Desert. We're just finishing up day 5 with the last few meters here. The group here ahead and a camp off in the distance. It's been a really interesting day. I'll share more details with you in person. But yeah, it's been a really interesting, wonderful experience. I've been so fortunate to track alongside some incredible and super inspirational people, and it feels pretty great to be finished. Here we are just packing up camp for the last time. Really looking forward to a shower and sleeping in a bed. The tents were amazing, but the mattresses were basically like rocks. So it'll be nice to get into a shower and a real bed. See, they're just kind of packing up camp behind us. There's our 4x4s that are ready to take us. I think we only have about 30 minutes of off-roading today, and then we'll be on pavement, which is still a bit of a rough ride, but we are heading back to Ouarzazate today for dinner and some shopping, and then back to Marrakech tomorrow. I just wanted to thank everyone again for all your love and support and generosity in supporting the fundraising efforts and the cause, and for cheering me on and for sending love throughout this journey. So much love to all of you, and can't wait to see you all soon.